channel, Malu Stories. I hope you'll enjoy these stories and that you'll like and subscribe, turn on notifications so you get more videos like this, and share them with your friends so they can enjoy the fun as well. Now, I've been thinking about this little boy at school. At the time, I was a ninth grade coordinator and I was in charge of him. A whole group of them that were like him. But this little one stood out. He was always giving trouble. And so one day, I don't remember exactly what he did, but he was to be caned. Now, I don't do any caning, but I can designate somebody to cane. So the caner put him in the right position and give him one stroke. And that boy tear out of the room at lightning speed. I didn't even know what happened, and he ran out of the room. And you all know where the ninth grade coordinator's office is. So he ran out on the field. And that boy let out a stream of bad words. He was like Shakespeare when it came to using words. He just went on, and he was so loud. And of course, it was right below the 10th grade block. So the 10th grade boys came out to see what it was all about. And when they saw the little something, they started laughing at him. And that just spurred him on to curse and curse and curse. And then it wasn't so much what he was saying, as what he looked like, because he was so small. You know that I'm 5 feet tall, and I was much taller than he was. And plus he had ingrown toenails, so he had on his little flip-flop. So there he was running up and down on the field and cursing in these little flip-flops. And so the boys laughed. And then he got mad, and then he ran around and ran through the school gate before we could stop him, and ran down the road. So we went and reported it to the principal. And of course, we can't have this little boy wandering all over the streets. So the principal went to look for him. And while the principal was gone, we saw this man riding up with him on the front of his bicycle coming into the school. So I took him to the office, which was next door to my office, the vice principal's office. The man turned out to be his father, and it looked as if he was running home, and the father saw him and brought him back. And the father knew what he was like. So I left the father and the boy with the vice principal and I went over to my office next door, and then I heard boof, boof, boof. And then the boy was crying. So I realized that the father was beating the boy. And he said, "Teacher, you don't understand, this boy gave a lot of trouble, When I think he's in the house, he's in rum bar." So I said, "How you mean he's in rum bar?" Because I am taller than he is, and I can't get up on a bar stool because they're so high. So how can somebody must have lifted him up and put there, so they should be in trouble as well. So everything worked out. So we sent him back to class and sent the father away. But for the rest of the day, the boys just laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. So it just mashed up everything for that day. But I remember, as I said, that class was a class of boys, troubled boys. And there was another little boy in that same class with a similar situation. Only he came to school angry today. And a teacher spoke to him, and he came out of the class and walked up, and this time this one was on the corridor, doing the same thing, cursing a lot of bad words. So I saw him pass my office, so I went out to grab him, and I saw a teacher. He passed a teacher, and she looked, because I couldn't hear what he was saying, and the teacher looked like that and shocked. And I said, "What is the matter?" She said, "You should hear what coming out of his mouth." So of course I had to gather him up, take him, and put him to sit down, and say, "What is the problem?" The problem seemed to have started from home. His mother was the girlfriend of one of those singers, one of the tool them. I don't remember, pliers or hammers or spanner. I don't remember which one. And she took the gentleman clothes and threw it outside, and that caused a lot of cascas, and the boy was involved. And so he came to school now to take it out on us. So after that he ran away, and we didn't see him again for quite a while. So we had to go check for him and bring him back and talk to the mother about these tools that she associating with. And he calmed down a little, and he behaved for a while. But these children, not for long. Anyway, the end of the story was that he stayed until the end of that school year, and we were able to, he was from St. Thomas, so we were able to get him into a school that was nearer to his home. So we got rid of him and he got rid of us. And he seemed to have been quite happy at the school. He didn't have to travel so far, you know, and things got a little better with his mother. So all is well that ends well.